Spirit 1053. I'm Erica with my brand new friend David Kim from Victory Beyond the Cup. I don't know if you've heard yet, but the World Cup is coming to our city. David, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Erica. Thanks for having me.
I got to ask you, are you a soccer fan?
I am. I grew up playing soccer since the age of 3, played a little bit in college. So, I'm what you would call a soccer nut.
Okay, tell me about the thing where you use your head to hit the ball, because to me that looks so painful.
Yeah, it's a nuanced thing. You have to hit the ball with your head on your forehead. You hit it with the top of your head, and it hurts. And so I'm coaching my 5-year-old. Well, actually, I'm teaching her not to hit it with her head until she gets a little bit older.
Okay, that's good. Well, I was never brave enough. I played soccer and I can never do that move. And I only remember the day that I fell flat on my face in the mud. That's my favorite soccer memory.
Oh, yeah. Mud is great. We all love mud.
Okay, so David, for somebody who isn't into soccer, how would you convince that person, I'll call him a pre-fan, to try soccer and the World Cup, especially because it's in our own backyard?
Yeah, so the World Cup, may not be super popular in the U.S., but over 5 billion people around the world engage with the World Cup every 4 years. And so that's well over half the global planet's population. And so whether or not you love soccer, it's a global moment. It's a cultural moment that it's kind of like the degrees of Kevin Bacon, right? Like, people who will engage with the World Cup around you.
Yes, that's right. And that's why I'm so thankful that you all are doing Victory Beyond the Cup. What is this, David?
Yeah, so Victory Beyond the Cup is an initiative started by thru. So that's my parent organization that I work for. But our desire is to see believers and churches feel equipped and mobilized to share the gospel. And so one vision I love to share is just imagine, what would your workplace look like? What would your schools look like? Your churches, your neighborhoods look like if those around you knew Jesus and also were multiplying disciples? I think our world would look a little different.
I agree. And this whole thing, your idea of starting host parties, watch parties for the World Cup, it reminds me of Paul when he was in Athens. I think this is in Acts chapter 17, where he says to the people, "You are very religious. I even saw an altar dedicated to an unknown God. Let me tell you who he is." Paul used the culture of his day to preach about Jesus. And that's what you guys are doing with the World Cup, right?
That's right. And so, we've done big sporting events in the past. We've been to World Cups, Olympics, and we've done things around the stadiums. And we said, this time around, let's do something a little different. Let's equip people to reach their local neighborhoods, their neighbors, their friends, people that they can have long-term, trust-filled relationship with. And use that as a moment to share Jesus and be the hands and feet of Jesus.
Somebody's in the car right now going, I want to host a watch party. What would that look like?
Yeah, so watch parties, I would say, can look different. You can get really creative with it. For some, it means literally sitting down in your living room watching a World Cup game. And so for me, I have to be careful. Because I love soccer, I love to watch the game. And that might mean I'm not being a very good neighbor. And for others, it may mean, hey, I'm just here to have a good time, watch the commercials. And, you think about how we interact with the Super Bowl, and it's very similar. For others, they don't care about soccer at all. And maybe it's a chance to get some families together with young kids, let the kids run around, give the kids a little bit of a break. Maybe it's a chance to make some food from different nations that are participating in the World Cup. We have some resources around recipes and things like that. So watch parties can be pretty creative, I think.
I want to talk about the soccer bingo game. How fun, super interactive. And for people who are just getting into soccer, that sounds like fun to me.
That's right. And so we wanted this to be accessible, not just to soccer enthusiasts, not just to men. We wanted to include kids, youth, grandparents. So we have things like a bingo game. We have things like coloring pages and soccer clinic material. And so it's a pretty wide-ranging set of resources that we have.
And anybody can reach out to you to receive a free host kit. Am I right?
That's right. At this point, we have availability still within our digital space. And so we have digital host kits. that people can download at victorybeyondthecup.com.
I feel like this is such an important time for Seattle right now that God is giving us an opportunity bringing the World Cup here. David, you've been to a World Cup. What was that like?
Yeah, World Cup games, people are just really, really excited, right? And so there are fan zones, Seattle, Tacoma, Puyallup, all over this area will have fan zones that FIFA will provide. And people are excited to watch the games. People let their guards down relationally. They're excited to get to meet other people from other nations. And so it's just a really, really fun time. And so it's a moment for our local churches to fill in some of that space too.
I mean, God is bringing people from all nations to our city. So how can we not get excited and want to get involved?
That's right. That's right. What's interesting is there will be a huge influx of tourists from around the world that will be here. But we often forget also that we have these nations among us as well, already living among us.
Yes.
We're a pretty diverse metropolitan area. And so there's some incredible opportunities to partner with immigrant churches. There's an opportunity to get to know folks that we normally wouldn't engage with.
What are you hoping happens at the end of the World Cup? What are we into? A little bit of July? Is that when it's over here?
That's right. That's right. At the end of July, July 19th, I believe, is the final. But what would it look like? Sometimes as I talk to lay people in churches, neighbors that are believers, and I ask them, what's stopping you from being a spokesman for Jesus? And they often say, I just don't know how, and I don't feel equipped. And so what if this was an opportunity where people had a chance to practice sharing about Jesus, sharing why they love the Lord and feel a little bit, one step more confident to being a multiplying disciple? I think that would go a long way for the church in Seattle.
I agree completely. This is an open door. Literally, like your home can become an open door for the good news of Jesus to walk in. And that's just super exciting to me.
That's right. That's right. And so churches are certainly spaces for that. But there are also a whole host of folks that just don't feel comfortable stepping foot into a church. And so that's why the living room concept, I think, is so powerful, where we have relationships that are welcoming and inviting that people may not feel so intimidated stepping into. Which
team are you rooting for, David?
Well, of course, I have to root for the United States. I'm Korean American, so I'll root for South Korea as well. So we'll see what happens.
This is going to be fun. David Kim from Victory Beyond the Cup. What a joy to meet you. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thank you, Erica. So incredibly grateful for the work of Spirit 105.3 and just the opportunity to share about Victory Beyond the Cup.
Grateful for you and love to your family.
Thanks. You too.